how much is enough space to grow some vegetables to enjoy on your table, that you know where they've come from and what's been put in the soil? Yeah, I love our big garden here at Sulinsock Homestay. We've got about an acre of ground and it's fantastic. It's really enjoyable. It's such a great place to get in at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day even, and just really enjoy being in nature and especially enjoy growing food for our table. But I realise that a lot of people don't have that luxury of space, and we do, but we get a lot of people coming here that live in the cities and they might just have a small porch or a small area to garden and they don't really know where to start. So I just thinking about it last night, I thought, well, we've got a space up here on our porch where I do love to sit in the evenings, and we've got quite a bit growing up here already, but it's just something, an area that I want to start experimenting with a bit more and really try and make the most of this space. So we've got some tomatoes. I've got some of Uncle Leo's tomatoes. I'm just going to come and tie them up a bit because they're growing really well. We've got a manuka and some basil and some lemongrass there, and a lot of our desert roses and some cacti. But there's a lot more that I could do up here. We've got a space that I want to plant out and use the best I can. It's about 2 meters by 4 meters in size, so I'm quite curious as to how much I can grow in this space and up on the porch, which is going to have some benefits too, because down on the ground, down where most of our garden is, there are a lot of pests. There's a lot of slugs and snails especially, and they don't tend to come up here so much. If they do, they're a bit easier to control. So there is one of the advantages, I think, that I will have being able to grow vegetables on our porch, and herbs as well, especially herbs like thyme and oregano and things like that, rosemary. I haven't had much success in growing, but if I put them up here, it's just another area, another place in the garden that I'm going to try and get it to work, get them to grow. And a lot of the videos that I share on our channel here are just me doing what I'm doing in the garden. I'm no expert. I'm just passionate about it. I love gardening and love being out in nature. And I just want to share this with you. I want to share and talk about what I do. And yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube. I research, I read a lot about gardening, and sure, I've got some knowledge, I've got some experience, but for this particular area up here, I don't have any experience at all in container gardening, or very, very little. I've never really taken it seriously. So in this series of videos, I'd just like to spend some time sharing with you what I'm doing and what I'm experimenting with, and hopefully this will encourage you and inspire you. And if people are doing the same sort of thing, share your journey in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's build a community here around growing vegetables, particularly on a porch in Asia or in a tropical climate, because as with gardening anywhere, it very much depends on where you live and what your climate's like. And I've discovered over the years of watching lots of YouTube videos that I have never found a single video about any one topic that covers everything. And if I copy them, if I do everything that I'm told on this any video that's teaching about gardening, it's never 100% correct. It's never really exactly right. So I just figure I'll just share what I'm doing, and if you can glean something from it that's helpful to you, then all the best. That's really what I want to do, and just share my experience, share my joy of gardening, and share some thoughts along the way of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what I'm thinking about when I'm doing it, because that's a big part of it for me, is just to be in the garden, is to be in a really good place, a really natural place where I'm not distracted by electronics, I'm not distracted by my phone or my computer or anything like that. I'll try and not be distracted by my camera, a little bit of technology I need to use for recording, and a microphone. That's all I need. I'll keep it as simple as possible and just share what I'm doing. So Today I'm just going to spend a little bit of time tidying up. I need to ask my wife about what we're going to do with the adenium, these ones here particularly, but we've got a whole lot more over there and all along here. These ones have been sheltering during the rainy season up here, and hopefully these ones will be cleared out. This is an area where I spend time in the evenings, and then we've got this little covered area here that's sort of a nursery area. It's not very pretty. I'd like to make it look nicer, but it's doing wonders for it. These adenium, these special ones that she's got here, different varieties, some with thinner leaves, some with these, I love these big bulbous ones here, they're fantastic. But soon they'll be moved because now it's at the end of our rainy season, just beginning into the dry season. And so we're actually, we're starting to get some flowers here now that are just gorgeous. So as these start to bloom, we will be happy to move them, because when they're dry like this, they are more comfortable out in the nature and they'll enjoy the sunshine a bit more than the shade up here. So we'll move those out, and then I am planning to grow whatever I can up here. I think first I'm going to work on the tomatoes. I'll get some herbs up here, like I said, and then also over here I'd like to grow cucumbers. I haven't had much success with cucumbers in our main garden, but I'll do that, and then a few other things. And probably what I'll do is I'll plant seeds, I'll buy seedlings, and I'll put some in pots up here, and then I'll put some in my main vegetable garden area down the back. And a lot of what we'll do will probably be based around what we call our 20 baskets, which are these baskets here that we can buy quite cheaply. 20 baht, it's less than $1, about 60 or 70 cents, I guess, each. And they're really durable. They last for ages. They're a good size. They've got the slots in them, so they are well draining. They don't hold the moisture too much, which is good. And we'll just make use of those. And a few of the other pots that we've got up here. But you can see our tomatoes, they're growing well, but growing a bit too well, and I haven't paid enough attention to them. So I'm going to do that today. And then this is a lemongrass that we planted just a short while ago, and it's taken off. It's doing way better than the ones that I've got down in the garden. I planted some down there, and they're not doing as well as this one up here is. And this is a citronella variety, so it's not the eating variety. It's the type that will help repel mosquitoes. So we're looking to put some of those in pots. I've got one up in the porch up here because I sit up here in the evening, and that's when the mosquitoes come. So we're looking to, if they grow well in the pot, we thought, okay, we'll put a few more down out the front here in pots around the area where our guests are sitting in the evening. So there's just a little bit of a look at our porch and a little bit of a plan, a little bit of an insight into what we're thinking about doing up here. Hope you enjoy it. If you are doing a container garden on your porch, if you're porch gardening and growing things, please share in the comments below. If you're hearing what I'm doing and seeing what I'm doing and gaining some insight and utilizing the things that I'm doing, learning from the things that I'm doing, please share your successes or share your struggles with us. I'll be really keen to know. So I will create a playlist, and if you're interested to stay up to date with all of the things that are going to be happening up on the porch here, please check out the playlist. I'll post it here. Thanks very much for watching.